Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Tyler again for week 4 of um, our discussion posts. This is the final week for the class, and we're asked to talk about 3 things we learned in this class, took away from this class, or aha moments in the class. And the first thing I think I want to touch on that I really took away was UDL. I hadn't really heard too much about this before, Universal Design for Learning. So in this class, we really touched on it a lot, and we even had to make that PowerPoint in the first week for it, so that we really had to research it and understand it a little bit better going into the class, which I liked a lot. The 3 aspects of it, like engagement, representation, action expression, and how those 3 different areas, can formulate a really good theory on how to teach a classroom or particular students and meet their needs, and assess their strengths and their gaps and where maybe they'd be able to improve, and how you can help them get to the point where they need to be effectively. So I thought that was a great thing that we learned in the class for sure. The second one I want to talk about was the lesson plan rationale. That assignment kind of showed me something I hadn't really heard of before, was the rationale aspect of it. So yes, you make lesson plans for your classes, but why are you doing it? Why are you choosing the specific activities you're choosing, and how are they going to help your students as a whole or individually? So I thought that was a really good assignment we had that made me think a little bit more about what you can do in a class to help your students get to the point that they should be at, versus just saying I need to get them there, and coming up with assignments and saying, yeah, they're going to get there because other people do it, but why, and how is this going to help? So I thought those were 2 really good points. And I think my final thing I took away from this class that I hadn't really thought of or heard of before was the difference between formative and summative assignments or assessments. The idea of having multiple formative assessments throughout the year, and for me personally, I was thinking about it how I would do it in a class. Multiple formative assessments that maybe don't count so much. Of course, have some that count, like maybe weekly quizzes or bi-weekly quizzes, but a lot of formative assessments, like daily ones, that don't count for a grade except for participation. So just try and see how you do, to keep the kids on their toes and make sure that they understand the concept that they may have learned the day before. And then of course the use of summative assessments at the end of the semester to assess what they've learned as a whole. So things like group projects or poster presentations, or even tests. But I think project poster presentations, things like that, are really good ways for them to display what they know and really elaborate on things. And if they maybe don't know it as well, they can research it more and present it to the class. It also works on their speaking skills and stuff like that. So I thought those were 3 really good points I wanted to address from this class, and I had a great time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all around.